Come on in my room. Hey, hey. Ay, let me see what's going on. Oh, child. Come on in my room. Hey, hey. Hey, good people. Hey, good people. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come in, but I like to be on mother freaking time, and I don't want no mother freaking smoke, okay? Because I know sometimes y'all could give me some problems on this good old here internet. So let's get on with it. Let's remind the folks. I ain't gonna front y'all. I am tired. But God is good. All the time.
French, y'all. I am tired.
Look at this.
God is good.
All right. So let me let the folks know, remind them that I'm here so we could get them get things started. Okay. 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 Come on now. Thought I had a little boogie in my nose. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the people riled up. I'm coming, y'all. Don't stab me in the chest. Y'all the ones that said y'all wanted me to send y'all reminders, so I'm doing that. I just like to be on time. All right, I'm about to get it started. Let me get it started. BB with the Robin. Let me take a little sip of water. Y'all don't even know. I am still freaking broken down from spring break. I don't know what this is about. Let me drink some water. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm eyes are tired, boss. But we got to get it going. We got to get it going. I promised I was going live on 5 today because I saw people running their doggone mouth about these hot topics. And I'm like, what is going on with this lint on my shirt? Come on, it's always something when I get on this live. Now, normally ain't nothing going on, but as soon as I get on live, everything want to be going on with the go on. So anyway, let's get the freak to it because people was turning up. I said, ooh. Mm-hmm. Oh God, what's going on? Yes. So in any event, yes, yes, yes. Hey Manny. Hey, I see you in the biz, Naive. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm getting my life together. I'm sorry, y'all. The vacation, I'm telling y'all, spring break don't owe me nothing. Because it definitely turned me the F out. I was tired. I've been dozing all week. I can't get it together. I cannot get it together. So I'm trying. Y'all keep me in prayer. But let's get started on this live. And as people chime in, they'll just check in, read their name in the chat, and get on with it. Welcome to the Operation Heal 100 Hearts, where we do what? Where we focus on healing, humor, and hot motherfucking topics. And today we at the ratchet part of my page where we focus on the hot topics. So if you just get in here, drop your name in the chat and let's get the gossiping because I got some shit I want to talk about. Right now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, you may not be, but if you are, let me know. Drop down in the chat and let me know if you're familiar with WAKBAR V. Now, I'm a little annoyed that I have to make that face about WAKBAR V, right? Because I got a love-hate relationship with WAKBAR V. I have a love-hate relationship with WAKBAR V. I was first introduced to her as one of the plus-size cast members on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, right? So she came on and she had a tad bit of issues. You know, she was Candy cousin, but she was broke. She had lost custody of her kids. She was overweight. She had got out the head. Like she had a whole bunch of drama going on. She was gang banging. She was this. She was that. She is an aspiring rapper, right? So I was like, okay, what I did. Manny said I hate her. What I did like about WAKBAR V was and this is something about most plus size women. They have gorgeous faces, and WAKBAR V, in my opinion, is a beautiful woman, hands down. It just pretty much annoyed me of that she always, wanted drama and issues and so on and so forth. But she would like go in between. It would be like, I want to have drama and want to have issues, but I really want to be a rapper and be a good mom and chill. But she always backslides into having drama and issues all over again. So it's like a ping pong thing. Within those times, WAKBAR has gotten custody back of her children. WAKBAR has had weight loss surgery. WAKBAR has had a BBL. WAKBAR has been on stage with Nicki Minaj. WAKBAR has been making it happen. So I'm proud of WAKBAR in that regard. What gets on my nerves about WAKBAR is though she'll be on the good foot, and then next thing you know, here we go again with the backslide. And it gets kind of annoying because it's like, girl, just stay focused so you could do what you got to do. And one of the ways that she backslides is she stays in internet beef and she stays inserting herself in other people's internet beef. So, like, case in point, she will just see a situation going on and insert herself in it. Then it has nothing to do with her, give her biased opinion, and then start arguing back and forth with the people that it does have something to do with. So it gets frustrating. And because she is a huge Nicki Minaj fan, a lot of times she's using her her platform to advocate for Nicki Minaj and to start trouble with anybody else who is against Nicki. So one of the people that she got into conflict with is Cardi B. Right now, in all fairness to WAKBAR, Cardi is no stranger to internet or just drama, period, herself. So I'm not going to sit up here and try to make it seem like, oh, it's only WAKBAR. No. Cardi don't stay too far behind her. Cardi rather have drama than make music. Right? So anyway, them two had a long ongoing situation where it was like they was cursing each other out. She was talking about Cardi man. It just got really, really ugly, right? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So apparently, WAKBAR V, because that's another thing WAKBAR is good for. She gonna talk that gangster shit. She gonna talk that gangster shit. Oh, I ain't backing down for no motherfucking fight. Bring it on. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna say? She gonna talk her talk. She's gonna talk her talk. She's gonna talk her talk so bad that when you catch her, it make you want to beat the dog shit out of her because she was talking so much motherfucking shit online, right? Because it's annoying, right? So in any of it, they said that WAKBAR V took a trip to New York and she was in the club with the hooligans, living her best, her grand old life. And they said some folks ran down on WAKBAR V, knocked her down, stomped her out, dragged her up, and got on with the show. So WAKBAR was mortified that she, according to her, she got snuck and ran up on by one of Cardi B's minions. Now, granted, I personally, hi Pookie. Pookie said she was talking all that gangster ish and got strolled on. I personally don't know, and neither does WAKBAR V, if if it was actually one of Cardi B's people that she sent. but this person is friends with Star Brim, according to WAKBAR V, and this person is also following Cardi B on social media. So that's Akbar's version. But I was cracking up because they said after the fight they called the whack bar. So that's why I put it, because they said your ass got whacked in the New York City club. So they called her WAKBAR V. And I thought that was funny, which is why I put that on my social media. But she went live to have a little bit of discussion about what happened. I'm not going to play too much here, but I want you guys to hear a little of what she said.
Weed, whatever. A hoe ain't punking me though. I know you had to call bitches to come in to come fuck with me, bitch. You, cause I'm a threat to you, bitch. If I wasn't nothing to you, you wouldn't even stun me. I'm a threat. I rap better than you. I'm way prettier than you. Yeah, bitch, you got more money than me, as you should, bitch. As you should have more money than me. But I'm coming, and my time gonna come. I'm gonna come. So I ain't never. I'm way my way. I'm making my way. I'm fucking sneak. And then y'all blog and study. Y'all act like y'all scared of this hoe. Cause I'm not scared of this hoe. Still in New York City, I was out the next day with some real niggas having shots, looking like a badass bitch.
Okay, so Akbar basically said that Cardi sent somebody to sneak her. The girl got a couple of wax off, but by the time Akbar V was able to get up and get her bearings, the girl had kind of fled the scene because she didn't want no smoke with her. So she didn't get a chance to get her lick back, right? Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany said, I can't with her. And it really hurts me. It really, really hurts me because I think that Akbar V is hands down one of the prettiest women in the industry. She has such a gorgeous face, and she's actually really funny when she's being regular, but it's just that she can't help herself. She got to get in some business and start some drama. You like, Akbar, come on. But she can't help herself. She can't help herself. So now we wait to see what the comeback gonna be. But remember, if y'all remember, Akbar V also inserted herself in the JT and Big Glow situation, because you know that JT is also one of the minions of Nicki Minaj along with Akbar V. So when JT and Big Glow, let's go Big Glow, my niece, y'all don't bother my niece, when them two got in it, Akbar said a slick comment about Big Glow, and then Pookie, tell me what's Big Glow homegirl name. She's came in and stepped in for her friend and was like, I just want to know what you have to do with this. Right? So what's her name? Big Glow, homegirl, and Akbar V really went at it. I didn't see any back and forth between Big Glow and Akbar. Well, honey, today Akbar went online and said, was they stomping her in some shell toes? And you know her song, yeah, Glow, she say stomping rap bitches and ill in my shell toes. So that was referring to Akbar V, because according to the crowd, she got her ass stomped out in New York City puka spot. Who fucking knows? Springtime in New York City. Anyway, thank you, Manny. Your Big Glow homegirl name is Glossop. That's who Akbar V was going back and forth with, but they was going back and forth because of JT and Big Glow situation. Anyway, we got to see what's going to be the end result, because Big Glow done jump back in it. JT ain't said two words because Sukiana got her shook up. Cardi acting like she don't know what happened that day. Ain't got nothing. I don't know what's going on. And that would be smart of Cardi to act that way, because if you guys remember, Cardi had her own case because she had got Star Brim and all of her people to go over there and whip one of them two sisters from the strip club that was messing with Offset. So that's pretty much Cardi thing. That's her thing. I'm too big of a celebrity to be stooping down and coming off my chariot to throw tomatoes. So what she gonna do is, hello, the bloodettes. Yeah, go get in the field. And they go get in the field for her. And apparently that's how it went this time. So we're gonna see what's gonna be the outcome. I wonder, is WAKBAR still in New York? Y'all check on WAKBAR. See if she's still in New York. And if she's still out here, WAKBAR, don't get whacked again, because I like you, girl. I like you, but people want clout, so they might tear your ass up this time. And I know you think you got shot in the head and all that, so apparently you don't need to worry about if you listen. These New York snipers ain't for play. So WAKBAR, don't do it to yourself. Head on back to the ATL and talk your shit down there. Ain't it somebody BK Rube or somebody party this weekend? The All Blacks are going on down there at WAKBAR, because you my home girl, but go ahead down there. So anyway, that was that. If you're here, make sure you drop your name in the chat. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, and please make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get all my videos when I'm about to drop them. All right. This is a situation that I wanted to talk about that irritated me, which is going to help me segue into my next situation. This situation is with Dani Leigh, right? So I'm going to be honest with y'all, and don't curse me for filth. I didn't really know who Dani Leigh was. To be honest, I still don't even know Dani Leigh music. The only thing The only thing I knew was that in the beginning, one thing I heard was that she was Meek Mill People, his artist or something. The next thing I heard, she was messing with the baby. The next thing I heard is she stole the baby from somebody else and was popping drugs, saying she was a better choice for the baby because she was light skinned, so everybody was on her ass about that. Next thing I know, the baby was putting her ass out the house and telling her leave his fucking baby here. Next thing I know, the baby was diving on her brother and tossing him around the bowling alley. The next thing I know, she done got drunk and mauled over this fucking man and dragged him 9 blocks and damn near killed him. Right? So for me, that irritated me because first of all, anyway, that was the last I heard of Dani Leigh. Well, Dani Leigh resurfaced and put up a video. Look what Dani Leigh is concerned with. Not none of the shit I just told y'all about. Let me show y'all what Dani Leigh said her concern is.
Hey guys.
Let's see.
Hey guys. So
no,
I wanted
be
to
quiet.
make a video.
No, I want to show y'all.
Crazy how
okay.
Crazy how as soon as I dropped that album, first of all, COVID was happening, and then I did something stupid, and then it's just boom, it stopped everything. Literally, no record label push. I was on hiatus. It's just crazy that that music didn't even get the opportunity. But it's just why? What was the reason? You know, just thinking deep over here. And then
So Dani Leigh said she was just thinking deep about how when she had dropped some music, it didn't really get pushed and it didn't really go nowhere. That's what you're thinking about right now? I'm going to tell you what I was thinking about when I heard your name, Dani Leigh. Let me tell you what I was thinking about when I heard your name. Yo, me and Pookie have a famous line. Read the room. Dani Leigh, I'm not even saying that your music couldn't be in your thoughts, but that's what you was thinking about when this happened? What the fuck? Singer Dani Leigh charged with DUI and hit and run crash that fractured victim's spine. Singer Dani Leigh was arrested in Miami Beach on hit and run and DUI charges after she allegedly drunkenly crashed into a moped rider, fracturing his spine. The 28-year-old recording artist, who has a daughter with the rapper DaBaby, was driving her Mercedes-Benz G550 erratically just after midnight on Tuesday morning, weaving in and out of traffic at a high rate of speed, according to Miami Beach police. Dani Leigh, whose legal name is Danielle Leigh Courier, allegedly struck a moped driver near 11th Street in South Beach, right outside of Miami Beach headquarters, and continued on without stopping, according to police. The scooter was dragged for about a block, and the moped driver suffered a fractured spine and a lacerated kidney. Dani Leigh, you have time to think about why your whack ass music ain't make it? When your drunk ass knocked this fucking man off his moped, drug him, fractured his spine, and lacerated his kidney? No. No. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you know what? I am not the type of person to say sit around and dwell in your problems and worry. And, I'm not that type of person. But let's be clear here. What just happened with that situation was totally on you. So, in these moments while you're still, to my knowledge, fighting that case, you would think that a lot of your open statements to the world would be more about how you're trying to change your life and be a better person and figure out why the fuck was your ass driving that drunk to a point that you would drag a person and be unaware. Because again, these can be private thoughts. But to say them out loud, then when they fucking catch your ass, you know what Dani Leigh said? Oh, I wasn't really talking to y'all. I was just talking to my people on TikTok. You might as well got the fuck up on Macy's at 34th Street, Herald Square, and said it with a bullhorn. You talking to TikTok. Dani Leigh, shut the fuck. You see, girl, that irritated me because again, you didn't read the room. But I could tell you can't read the room because when they was explaining the situation about all of this about you when you got with the baby, and I think whoever he was dating before you was dark skinned and you made a song and said you were the better choice because you was light. Then you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you want to sit up there and boo-hoo cry when he kicking you the fuck out his house saying you're not his woman, you was the side woman that he screwed and he really didn't mean to make this mistake. And then you done got your brother mollywopped and dog walked because he tried to have your back because you were an idiot. Dani Leigh, go to AA because that irritated me. But anyway, another thing that I saw, which is pretty similar to Dani Leigh's situation that I want to talk about, right? So I don't know if, let me see. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jayana Tanae Webb. Let me know if that name sounds familiar to you. Her name is Jayana Tanae Webb. I was very familiar with this story because for whatever reason, I think what ended up happening is, yeah, go to AA. You irritated me, Dani Leigh. Don't laugh, Pookie. But for whatever reason, this story resonated with me because they were saying on Twitter, which I don't tweet, I don't pay attention to Twitter, but you know, if I do watch social media, if I do watch influencers and YouTubers, they talk a lot about Twitter because they're on there. And they was basically saying on Twitter, this girl was bragging, saying that she was the best drunk driver known to man and so on and so forth, right? So anyway, this is what happened with her situation. And I'm telling this story because I want to talk a little bit about what took place, the first circumstances, then the second set of circumstances, and you know, if we think that they are relatable, right? So the first set of circumstances is authorities have an oh no, boom, 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 boom. Authorities have announced charges against a woman they say was driving under the influence when she struck and killed 3 police officers, including 2 Pennsylvania State Police troopers. Jayana Tanae Webb, shut up, Pookie, 21, has been charged with third-degree murder, homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence, DUI, and related charges in connection with the crash that occurred shortly before 1 a.m. in the southbound lanes of I-95. Investigators say Webb was behind the wheel of an SUV when she struck Trooper Martin Mack, Trooper Brandon Siska, and 28-year-old Reyes Rivera Oliveras on the left side of the highway. Webb was walked out of the Pennsylvania State Troop. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to read to you guys when this actually happened. Okay, this is what. A Twitter page with the handle Tanae J includes a post from January that reads, "If you ask me, I'm the best drunk driver ever." Sources confirm investigators are looking into her social media. Social media accounts also include posts promoting her small hairstyling business, blah, 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 right? Troopers Mack and Siska had responded to a call for a person walking on the left side of southbound lanes and had made contact with the man on the roadway. The troopers were taking the man into custody and walking him back to their state police SUV. As all 3 men were walking back to the police vehicle, authorities say Webb was traveling at a high rate of speed in the left lane and struck all 3 men, the patrol vehicle, and the barrier between the north and southbound lanes. The impact of the crash knocked both troopers into the northbound lanes and ripped both drivers' side door off their SUV. Webb's vehicle later came to a stop on the right, showed up, boom, 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 boom. Police dispatch called for backup after a police officer stopped responding. Backup arrived as bystanders were attempting to perform life-saving measures on the troopers. So, see, the reason why this story was crazy was because prior to her hitting these gentlemen, because this is after the fact, right? Prior to, she had already been stopped by these same 2 state troopers or officers. What they say, troopers? They were troopers. She was stopped by them for speeding, and they just let her off with a warning. And I found that to be so ironic and sad because it's like, you see how they stopped her for speeding and they kind of pretty much was like, go ahead, just slow down and let her slide. And she ended up hitting them and killing them and a third person who was totally and completely innocent and separate from her situation. So I thought that was crazy. For whatever reason, that always stuck in my head. If I'm not mistaken, I think she had got 60 years behind that situation, right? So I remember that it happened. I felt so bad. What I did not know was that they said that after her arrest, she was out on bond or bail or something like that. I didn't know that you could be out on bond and bail, when in a situation like that. But whatever, she was, right? So while she was out, she got pregnant. So this is what makes it crazy. While she was out, she got pregnant with a baby boy, right? So let's take a look at that. Because that's the story I kind of was like, oh my God, what is going on? This is how her name came in the headlines again, because I think this situation happened in 2022. But her name came up the other day on social media, and I'm like, well, why are we back talking about her again, right? So the reason why they brought it up, it says 2-month-old son of DUI driver who killed state trooper severely injured. Come on now. Sorry, y'all. Never mind. Father of Jayana Webb's infant son accused of abuse that left child with severe injuries. Partner of Jayana Webb, that's the young lady who was in the car accident with the state troopers, arrested for allegedly assault of infant son. Jayana Webb recently reported to prison after pleading guilty in a drunk driving crash that claimed the lives of 2 Pennsylvania state troopers and a pedestrian. Police say the father of her infant son is now accused of abuse that left the child with severe injuries. Tahir Riley, 27, was arrested last week and charged with several crimes, including aggravated assault and endangering the welfare of a child. Officials have confirmed that the child's mother is Jayana Webb, the young lady who was in an accident and sentenced to 27 and a half to 60 years in prison from March 2022, right? She reported to prison back in March after giving birth. The investigation into Riley began on April 19th with medical staff at Pediatric Medical Associates contacted police about a possible child abuse case. Court documents show medical staff reported seeing the child 4 days prior for a routine checkup and reported him in good condition. Officers were summoned when, according to an affidavit, the child was brought back with signs of abuse, including an extremely swollen head. Oh my God. Investigators said doctors also found bruising on the left side of the face that stretched from the infant's left eye to left ear. Medical staff added that the infant's head was struck 3 centimeters larger than it was at his previous checkup appointment. Oh my God. Investigators found Riley, which is the young lady's baby father, at a home in Perkiomen Township with the child's grandmother, who helps him care for the 2-month-old. The grandmother told authorities the child was unharmed when she asked Riley to take him to his room in the basement after she had watched him all day. The next morning, the child displayed visible signs of bruising and swelling. During interviews with detectives, court records show Riley initially denied knowing how the injuries happened, then later admitted to unintentionally inflicting the injuries. So can you believe that this young lady got into a drunken driver accident and killed 2 state troopers and a pedestrian, blunt force trauma, and to now have her own child, who she just gave birth to, 2 months old, be, according to the article I read the other day, this is something a little earlier than that, be murdered the same way, blunt force trauma. I remember I had a colleague who was heavily religious, right? And like I told you guys on my last live, I'm not into religion, but I am into spirituality. And one of the things that she would always say to me is, you know, when good things would happen to me, she would be like, that's your dad. That's your dad watching over you. That's your dad making things happen for you. See, that's something your father did. He planted the seed. And one of the things that she definitely would say to me is that the sins of the father will fall on the son, and the blessings of the mother will fall on the daughter, and vice versa. Right. And, you know, I always kept that in my mind for whatever reason. You know, sometimes people say things to me, and for whatever reason, God will make it stick on me. And that was one of the things that stuck with me. And ever since then, I always, even working in the school, I don't mistreat people, kids. You know, whether I like a student or not, that's neither here nor there. I don't mistreat them. And the reason why I've chosen to, the day when I put my child in school and I'm not around, for somebody to treat them as good as I treat the students that I work with, you know? So to think about all of the things that you do in this life, and to think that not only someday they could come back on you, whether good or bad, but someday they could come back on your offspring, possibly. That's scary. That's scary. That's scary. That is so scary. When I read this article the other day, it brought tears to my eyes because I was like, you know, a 2-month-old baby and at the hands of his own father, what the fuck was wrong with you? But you know, it brings me back to the sentiment I have for her. You got pulled over when you was driving drunk and got a warning, and you still went and killed 3 people. What the fuck was wrong with you? You know, so it's just something that, you know, I wanted to talk about on a live because you just never know. You never know what people are growing through. And that's a lot right there. That is a lot. I was mortified when I saw that. I was like, he did what? And then the way they described it, and they kept saying, you know, blunt force trauma. And then it brought me back to the same way they described the car accident when she hit those people and they were murdered by blunt force trauma. And I'm like, oh my God, the sins of the father fall on the son. You know that. Oh my God, none of those people in that situation deserved what happened to them. The baby, the 2 troopers and the pedestrian, like, it's so sad how this all turned around. And then for the 2 parents, the woman who caused the car accident to occur, and then her baby father, for both of them to be the murderers of these people. Demonic, right? Lord. So, you know, you guys stay prayed up. Summer's approaching. Stay prayed up. My remedy is staying prayed up and out the way. That's my remedy, because what I'm learning and I'm realizing is that sometimes, no matter how prayed up you are, if you enter the lion's lair, and you bound to get bit, you know? So I don't even want to be around it. I'm out the way. I'm prayed up and out the way, doing my own thing, having my own fun, and keeping myself safe. Whoever's going to be there, I don't want to be present. I require peace in my old age, and that drama and violence, it doesn't work for me. I'll keep these families in prayer. I can't imagine. What about the mom of the young lady who hit the 3 people, right? Because look at it. Her daughter got 27 and a half to 60 years in prison. She then at least had her grandson to care for while her daughter was in jail, and her daughter's baby father or grandson's father has now killed her grandson. So now she has lost 2 babies in one sweep. My God. You never know what people are growing through. Right. So let's just change the subject. I just thought I'd share because I thought that was so ironic and so something to think about. Something to think about. Remember what I said: the sins of the father will fall on the son, the blessings of the father will fall on the son. You know what I'm saying? So try your best to do well so you can receive well. And also, even if you don't want to receive it, try your best to do your best so you can have that karma come back for your baby, your parents, your siblings. At least I know I do. So anyway, let's move right along to something a little bit more funnier, because that got a little heavy between that and the Dani Leigh situation. Monique. Y'all, please. I done tagged Monique for Healing Hearts. I done got in Monique DMs. Hell, I got in Sydney DMs. Hell, I got in Monique's son TikTok messages. Monique. And you know why I'm going to say Monique need healing hearts? Because I'm not mad that you're still mad, Monique. But this public display of venom and anger when you claim you've been vindicated and folks know you weren't lying and now you're back in the spotlight and you're able to work and so and so. So why, Monique? If nothing else from black woman to black woman, why? If you feel like Oprah is the devil, whatever you feel for Oprah, let her be that over there. You have your own life to live. Be careful. You dig in one grave, you might have to dig two. Leave them people alone. Listen to what Monique. And it really makes me sad because it brings me back to that Monique was my girl. Monique was my girl. I'm so disappointed in her. When does it stop? When does it stop? Let's listen to what Monique was saying. F you, Oprah Winfrey. F you, Tyler. Wow. You cool mother effer.
I love that black, simple-minded motherfucker. I love Oprah Winfrey's black ass. And we just need to bring her back to black. We need to bring that bitch back to motherfucking black. Are you an Oprah Winfrey fan? Yes. Okay, well, I'm not apologizing. The any motherfucking thing I say. What's your name, brother? Bill. What do you say? Melvin, we need you to help us bring that bitch back to black. I need you to bring her the fuck over and fuck her like a Nashville, Tennessee nigga would and bring that bitch back to black. Oh, bitch, be quiet. You gonna get some money out of this shit. And every time you see fucking Oprah, see fucking gay. That's
right. Now she talk about gay.
That's what they say. I've never seen this things like that. We ain't seen Stephanie 30 motherfucking years. Who is loving Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King? Each other! But we don't want to say the shit out loud because it's Oprah fucking Winfrey. I'm too motherfucking old to be scared of this bitch. I'm too old to be intimidated by this bitch. I'm too old to hold the motherfucking truth. You know why I fuck with Oprah Winfrey, Melvin? Because that bitch tried to fuck with me privately. Well, I'm a public bitch. You tried to fuck with me behind closed doors. Bitch, open the door up. Ding dong, I'm gonna let your motherfucking ass in. Now, are you gonna fuck her or not?
You know why this looks even more sad for you, Monique. I'm gonna tell you why this looks even more sad because you finally got your Netflix special. You finally got your Netflix special, and I'm not gonna lie and say I watched in its entirety, but I couldn't. I couldn't. The material was lackluster. And I don't, Monique. You my girl. So this has nothing to do with not liking you because I know a lot of celebrities and people will try to make it seem like when you give them constructive criticism or criticism at all that you don't like them. This is not. I love you, girl. I love how you represented for the big girls. You my girl. But Monique, your Netflix special was lackluster. So what it looks like here, because this is what I'm inclined to believe, had your Netflix special been fire, everybody been praising that material, that's the material you would have been on the road with right now. So what it looks like happened is that because that material didn't get anywhere, and you gonna make headlines anytime you say fuck Tyler, fuck Oprah, fuck Gayle and everybody else, you would rather go that route since your material is not meeting the standard. And I don't know why, Monique. I don't know why. I think you're very entertaining. I don't know, maybe if you need to go back to be acting as opposed to doing stand up. I don't know why. Or maybe your jokes was more for back in the days and now people are not gravitating. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. But to get up there on the and take the allotted time that you're supposed to be using to show us your talent and your skill set and to constantly berate and disrespect another black woman, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, right? We gotta have some balance here. Like you said, for the last 9, 10, 11 years, you done cursed this lady from Mace to Grace. I'm not mad at that. At that time, you were blackballed. You couldn't make a move. Nobody would talk to you. You couldn't act in nothing. You couldn't get any gigs. People had to loan you money. I get it, mommy. I get it. So at that point, you needed your heart healed because it was broken. But now you said you back working and nobody can stop your shine and you have prevailed and God has carried you over and your family is back where they need to be and ya. So what is the reason to still continue with this? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's funny, and that's not because I worship Oprah. I mean, I've never even watched Oprah's show. So I can't even tell you what her talk show was about. I never watched it unless Beyonce was on it. So it's not like I worship Oprah, even though she is an Aquarius. Hey, I'm billionaire Oprah girl. But anyway, it's not about that. It's just about from woman to woman. Fine. We can all have our opinions about each other. We can laugh and joke. But if it's the constant everywhere you go, then you're telling the crowd to chant it with you. And then when they're not chanting it with you, you're saying that they scared. And Oprah, Monique, I'm sorry. I don't want this for you. I don't want this for you. I do not want this for you. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I feel like you are going to back these people into a corner and they are going to come out swinging. And I think they're going to play even dirtier than they played before. Or I think God may just, slow you up because he see you using your talent for things that it's not supposed to be used for. I gave you the gift of comedy. What is you up here talking about Oprah for? Tyler, and in that manner, come on, Oprah. Let's move on. I keep calling you Oprah. Monique, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm done. I'm done. The world is done. I pray you're done. Right. And I think that folks should stop, going up there and laugh. It's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. You don't see Caucasian people do that. You don't see Caucasian people do these things. Berate and no, come on, sweetie. So I pray you get the healing that you need, so you can move forward and continue to be a comedian and showcase your best talent. And if stand-up comedy is not for you no more, go back into the movies. I like you in the movies. You're always very entertaining there. But my sweet baby, this ain't it. We gotta love each other for real. We gotta love each other for real. And I agree with Mandy. Mandy said they letting her hang herself. I agree. Yeah, because it's nasty. And you know what's crazy? I ain't seen your ass on BMF all season. So you see, 50 said, okay, I want to show them I could do something. But now what else is he doing? Because I ain't seen you on BMF at all this season. So Tiffany said Momo still fighting to be right. Yeah, this is nasty work. This is nasty, nasty work. I don't like it, but hey, that's what we got. Y'all, I want to talk about Brian McKnight. I really want to talk about Brian McKnight, but I already know that y'all gonna want to smoke with me, but I'm doing a deep dive. I don't care what y'all say because I have a difference in opinion about what's going on with Brian McKnight, and I want to discuss, and I'm not scared of y'all. I'm like Monique, y'all. No, I'm just playing, but I have done a deep dive. I've done my own research, and I want to have some conversation about it. And if y'all willing to join me in having it, I want to have some real life conversation for it. We can't do it today because this live is only going to be an hour, and I'm almost sure that when I get to talking about Uncle Brian, we're gonna have to go a little longer than that. And I may even call some folks up to let's do a deep dive. Let's do a deep dive because I don't appreciate the narrative that's being spun on this story. And I have done the deep dive. Brian ain't perfect, but everybody else ain't either. Right? So let me say this before I go because the time is winding down. Your girl has 700 freaking subscribers. 700 subscribers. Come on, God. Come on. I have 4. Come on. So I want to thank everybody that tuned into these crazy behind videos, everybody that leaves their feedback, all my family and friends support, the folks who are not my blood relatives or my close circle, but they still tell me all the time, DJ, I'm watching. They still tag me and stuff. They still promote my stuff. They still share my stuff. I really super duper appreciate you guys. I really do. And I promise, I made this promise to myself that I'm going to stay consistent. So you will continue to see me push out content or whatever I feel I need to run my motherfucking mouth about. All right. So thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. All I need is 300 more to get monetized, but I'm not worried about that. The same way I got the 700 is the same way I'm going to get the 7,000. 700,000 is 7 million. So I'm not stressing that. But I want to thank you guys for always tuning in and having me cracking up and texting like, DJ Girl, what the fuck happening? We get to laugh and enjoy this commentary because I don't only do it for me. I do it for us so we can run our goddamn mouth in the same space. All right. So last but not least, I wanted to say a little bit more about my fast because if y'all can see, the energy is low. Let me take a sip of my doggone water. This fast and it's only day 2 is beating my ass, right? I don't want to necessarily say it's the fast because I haven't too much changed my eating habits. Like I told you guys, I gave up alcohol, caffeine, and red meat. It's not that. I think I had, so what did I tell you? Florida, my in-laws in spring break don't what? Owe me nothing. So I don't necessarily think it's the fast. I think it's more so the fact that I did so much ripping and running on vacation, and then I came back home and went straight back to work. So my ass is freaking tired. My energy is so low. But I'm like, nope, I'm gonna continue to stay high cookie. I'm going to continue to stay consistent. I'm going to continue to push out content. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do because I have plans. So those are the 3 things that I gave up. The fast is for 60 days. All right. So it's over. It started yesterday. It's over for me July 1st. I encourage anybody to jump on anytime. My only request is that you stick around for 60 days. So if you started 10 days after me, then you have to go 10 days longer than me, right? The other piece about it is if you're going to participate, you have to stay consistent. You fall off one time, you start all over. Okay? Another thing is you do not have to share what you're fasting for. The manifestation fast, aka cleanse, is for you and the things that you want to accomplish and your thoughts and your dreams and your emotions and your feelings and your goals and everything that pertains to you. Keep them between you and God, Allah, and anybody else you may worship, right? Don't tell a soul, right? And after the 60 days, we're going to remain quiet, still in faith filled, and allow things to start to unfold, right? So listen, I hope and pray you guys get on the bandwagon. Come with me. Don't let me do this alone. I know my Pookie is on board with me. I love him so much. But yes, and trust me, it's not as hard as you think because you're not giving up every little thing. You're just giving up some things that you kind of rely on and depend on, and some things that you want to kind of show yourself you have discipline to go without, right? So the 3 things I chose were the three things that I truly love. Okay, so I want you to consider it. Let me know what you think. Also, I know some folks that, well, DJ, I won't go 60, but I'll go 30 with you. Come on, I'll take the 30. I'll take the 30. Again, I'm about to start a very rigorous workout schedule. I just have to get my energy back up because I'm so tired, which I plan on doing so this weekend. I do have my vitamins. I do want to start a fasting schedule. So I don't know if I want to do I'm only eating from 12 to 8. Like I'll go over my intermittent fasting schedule once again. So we'll see. But in any event, like always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in so we can talk our shit. I want y'all to let me know if y'all want to talk about Brian McKnight. Because I'm not scared. I want to talk about Brian McKnight. And I know that I'm going to have to wrestle with some of y'all, but I don't mind wrestling. It's all good, clean fun. I think we're going to enjoy the conversation. And I also think some parts are being left out. So you guys are only feeling like, oh, you're only hearing one side of the story and you're only feeling like one person is the villain in this. And I think there's more parts that you guys need to hear. So I want you guys to be willing and open to consider hearing all parts so you can draw your own conclusion. And again, you may not change your mind, but we'll see. I just want you guys to hear all the perspectives and opinions and thoughts and actions of some of the people in these stories that I heard that kind of helped me draw the conclusion that I came to. So yes, this is what I'm going to do. Sunday. So this is what you guys do, right? On Sunday, over the weekend, if you get some time, check in and see what you can find out, right? On your own, right? I'm telling y'all, I got fucking notes. I will show y'all. I really did a deep dive. Y'all think I'm playing. I really was not playing, okay? Because I really wanted to be serious about, where's that? Look, I really took my notes, y'all. I was not playing. Y'all can see it. I was not playing. I really took my notes because I have some things that I want to discuss, and it's new developments. So come on. So look up what you can. Look up what you can. And on Sunday, I'm gonna go live. We're gonna call it the Brian McKnight Deep Dive live. And we're gonna have some discussion. And if we gotta duke it out, we're gonna duke it out. But it's gonna be an all good, clean fun. All righty. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell so you can get all of my videos when they drop. Dear DJs are coming next week. Y'all go watch tomorrow night. Take your ass over there and watch the Bonds Bunch on WeTV at 10 o'clock. If you don't catch it tomorrow night, then try to watch it on the All Black Network because I've been reviewing it and I really, really like that show. All righty, and we'll talk some more. The Shy's coming back. I'm going to review The Shy so we can kind of have these discussions more often, but expect some new material next week. Thank you guys. I love, love, love you guys and appreciate you. Sunday, the Brian McKnight Deep Dive Live. Tune the fuck in. Thank you.